Well, howdy, folks. It's time for Beyond the Smoke Barbecue Talk. So grab your drink of choice and come gather around the fire as we talk all things Beyond the Smoke. Featuring pitmaster chats from all your favorite names in barbecue. We chat about competitions, pits, meats, and everything in between. From barbecue to grilling, from trimming to smoking, we got you covered. Got questions? Let us know. We're always happy to hear from you. Thanks for coming, friend. We're glad you're here. Now sit back, relax, and let's talk some barbecue. It's time to go Beyond the Smoke.
What's up,
sir? Sam? What's going on, buddy?
Oh, another windy day in West Texas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're looking a little thin today.
Yeah, good. A little thin. And not the good thin. It's the wrong thin.
Hopefully these guys will come on here pretty quick, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. What
happens. As long as they make it home safe.
Hey, yeah, for sure, man. We had all that wind today and looked like Mad Max out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yep. Yeah, we need
always the worst time of the year, man. Always the worst time of the year. I can't stand it. I've been here for over 20 years, and I'm still not used to it. So I don't think I'll ever get used to it.
Man, it happens often, but not enough to get used to it.
Yeah. How was it up there in Plainview?
Man, it wasn't too bad. Dust wasn't blowing terrible. Not the worst we've ever seen. Wasn't great though.
When I first moved over here, I had an interview in Lubbock, dude. I come from South Texas, right? And I actually drove through one coming up here. I'd never been up here, never seen this shit before. And I remember I was driving with my dad, and from down there to Lubbock, you're looking at good, well, it's 9 hours from South Texas, or from where I'm from, in the valley, to Odessa. So 10 hours?
About 12 hours.
Yeah, something like that. And we were right outside of Lubbock, and the storm hit, right? And all I saw was a road disappear in front of me, dude. Like, it just gone. And then there's like vehicles coming in front of me. Like, dude, I thought I was gonna get hit head on, dude. It was pretty scary, man.
Only thing it was missing was a little bit of rain. And, it'd be raining mud.
Raining mud, dude. Raining mud. But hell no. But that's West Texas, right?
That's West Texas.
Yeah. How's your weekend?
Man, it was good. Not long enough, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, did you cook?
Just a little bit of meal prep. Did some burgers, pork chops, and then I did a little steak and eggs last night.
Yeah. You getting ready for San Angelo? You got a San Angelo coming up, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not ready at all. I got a brisket.
When is that?
Not this weekend, but next.
Okay. You got your ribs picked out?
Nah, I don't even have ribs. I don't have a chicken.
You think that chicken, dude?
Nah. I'll end up at HEB looking at one of them damn
10
organic,
pounders,
air chilled, $30 fucking chickens.
$30 chicken. well, maybe our guests will help you out with some chicken, dude. Chicken.
If not, maybe I'll get Tyler to get me some chicken from Midland.
Oh yeah, I guess he's over here, so we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Well, cool, man. Let's not waste any more time. Tonight's guest, man, Jeremy Cortez, Smking OCD. We talked about the month of March. We're gonna kind of highlight some of the West Texas cooks and some of the guys that we have over here. Man, like we talk about all the time, any West Texas cook-off, it's a hornet's nest, and everybody's good, right? So, Jeremy Cortez is one of those guys, dude. He kills it, dude. He kills it. So let's bring him on in.
Hey, you get it, Chase, I'll wear it. What's going on, Jeremy?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Jeremy?
Not much.
Listening to y'all talk about the wind. No, I've been here. I've lived in this area 46 years, or about to be 46 years. No, I'm not used to it either. So,
See,
born and raised here. No, not used to it.
Yeah. Where'd you graduate high school from? Permian or OHS?
Oh, don't even bring that up. Oh, that's a high all the way. Oh, that's a high. Broncos.
Yeah.
Me and a lot of like George, his daughter's Permian, so
Permian for sure. Right?
We have that conversation every now and then.
Yeah.
Gotta get that little smack talk in, huh?
Yeah, that's one of the things that pissed me off about Friday Night Lights is they never once mentioned Odessa High School. It was all about Midland and everybody else, but never once the other school in the same town.
Hey, man.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you're right, dude. Now that I think about it, they didn't. Not one red color, nothing.
Not once.
Huh, interesting. I was here when they filmed that, so that was pretty interesting.
I don't even know if I was alive.
This Oh man! And honestly, dude, everybody says, "Oh, it's a stupid movie or whatever." It's actually a pretty decent movie. It's not too bad. I mean, it's a movie. It's made for Hollywood, right? It's made for Hollywood.
Exactly. I mean, and it did follow the book somewhat.
Yeah.
I think I was 10 years old when that actually happened, and I mean, it was. I went to the Odessa High Permian game the year after everything, or the year after the book came out. So, of course, it's a big thing. News cameras everywhere. You had the big old satellite trucks there. So we're all like, man, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
We didn't think one book was going to cause this much controversy, but no, it brought a whole bunch of people to go see the Odessa High Permian game. But once again, Odessa High Permian. I mean, but Odessa High wasn't featured in the movie.
Right. Yeah, and you know what's funny, because when I was down there, because I'm from the Valley, and we had a coach, and he was a younger guy, but he talked about Friday Night Lights, the book, and I didn't hear about it. And he talked about Odessa and stuff, and I end up in Odessa. I'm like, damn. right next to Permian High School. So,
I mean, those of us that grew up here, and I mean, it is the armpit of freaking hell. I mean, it is
right. Yeah,
the armpit of the earth. But everywhere you go in this continental USA, everybody talks some way or another about Odessa Midland, just because, I mean, it's connected. Oil field, it's connected everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean, this is where anything that gets tested oil field wise, it's here. It gets sent out all over the world. Yep,
you're right about that, dude. And like my wife says, you know, people talk about Odessa all the time, but where's the money? You know what I mean? Where's the money? Yeah, I mean, where can somebody coming out of prison go work in the oil field and make six figures? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, you don't need an education to come out here and make money if you're willing to work. So anyways, that's West Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So Jeremy, so what's going on with you, man? Just Smking OCD. We've seen you around, you know, but you're kind of quiet. You're one of those sleepers.
we've kind of been taking a little break. Last year we didn't hit the trail all that hard. I mean, we hit the majors, San Antonio Rodeo. What was the one before that? We did make the travel all in December. We went up to Las Vegas. Ended up getting a 6-call rib.
Nice.
We were 20 something overall. I mean, but there was a bunch of heavy hitters there. I think Brad ended up, no, it was Brad or Tim. I think Tim ended up winning it. Brad or Tim, one of the two. I mean, I think
Brad won
Brandon
it. Tim reserved
yeah,
it.
there you go. I mean, everybody that was there was just. I mean, they were all hard hitters. I mean, they were all big names.
Yep.
So for us to get that 6th place rib call, and we hadn't cooked. Oh shoot! It had been about 6 months since we had cooked, so I just wanted to cook Vegas. That's one of the things me and my dad talked about. You know, if they just cook Vegas, let's go.
Yeah.
So we went. Ended up having to drive the whole way home the next day because I had work on Monday. So that was a pain in the ass right there.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
No, but it's been taking a little break. I have my niece showing steers, so I've been helping her with that, and that just takes up a lot of time. And that's a lot of money invested in those things. So that's kind of planning, going to use that money for her college. So it's a little bit more of a priority. I mean, barbecue's always going to be there.
Yeah, like we talked about
earlier. I've got the
earlier.
setup for it. So I mean, I just take a little break and hit, some of the majors that are coming up, and then some of the local ones that are here.
Yeah,
and that's kind of going to be the plan going forward.
Yeah,
So I'm going to hit a little bit more this year. Just because I miss it. I mean, it's in my blood, and then I just miss out there the camaraderie, knocking a few back with the guys, and I mean kicking their ass at the same time. So it's
for sure,
fun.
for sure.
Yeah.
So when did Smking OCD get going? When y'all get going? Talk about
2017.
The team. Okay.
It's evolved a little bit. Me and a buddy, I went to my first comp with a friend of mine. I wasn't cooking. I was helping him cook. But I had always heard him talk about, going to barbecue cook. And then I didn't even have a smoker at this point. And I think this was probably about 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. I didn't even have a smoker. And I saw him, helping him. It just got my juices going for some reason. So that's when I went out and got a smoker. My parents actually bought me a smoker. It's just a little propane smoker that I had in the backyard, just messing with it, tinkering around with it. And then I got the itch. Me and another buddy ended up buying a trailer pit. And that was in 2017. And we went to our first comp in McCamey, Texas. And we ended up getting RGC. But just doing everything old school. I mean, no injections, no nothing.
Just backyard.
Just backyard. My whole point was, no, we're gonna go kick ass, but we're gonna do everything the old school way.
Right.
That worked for a few comps. For a few comps, and kind of went the rest of 2007. I want to say that was about May 17, somewhere, or August of 17. Went to our first sanctioned event, which is an IBCA. In September, and that's where I met Paul Whitaker. He kicked our ass.
He still is. He still is.
Exactly. And I didn't meet him there, but that's where I knew of him because he came in late the night on Friday night. Came in late, kicked our ass, and then hauled ass right after awards. I'm like, man, look at this asshole just coming in here, kicking and then leaving right afterwards. Come to find out, he didn't have gas, and we're in Sheffield, Texas, so there's no place to get gas local.
Oh,
we're not gonna be without gas, so he left. But ended up meeting him, and then we went to our big cook-off, our first big cook-off a couple months after that, and it was in Laredo, Texas, the Big Bad Cook-Off. I think that's what the name of it was. 100+ teams. So of course, me and my buddy were like, "Nah, we're gonna keep doing the thing. We're gonna do it the way we had got our first RGC." Okay. Well, we didn't get any walks. So I mean, of course, we're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Brainstorming like, what the hell are we gonna do? And we ended up buying a Cosmos DVD. It was, and that's where he was selling his classes on the DVD. So
yeah.
Ended up buying that and just looking at his stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, okay, we're gonna try it with brisket. So San Angelo came up. I think it was about March, and like I said, this is the first time we injected brisket. We ended up getting first place brisket out of 80 teams, and
Wow.
this is when Boomerang was kicking ass. I mean, you had Aaron Leslie, Craig. You had all the the big IBCA cooks there, and for us to get
Right.
that first place brisket, like, oh shit, man, we're injecting everything going forward.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
so,
sure.
but it kind of the team evolved after that. My buddy ended up getting busy with his life, and then my dad started helping me. So the team it's always been well since then it's been me and my dad. We did have another friend of mine, Albert Chambers, who was helping us there for a while too,
Hmm.
and he was with us whenever we did. Well, we got that first place chicken at the Royal in 2020 and 21.
Wow.
World Food first place. He
Nice. Hell
wasn't with
yeah.
us whenever we got that first place in San Antonio, but I mean it's me and my dad now. So and I mean that's going to be the team going forward.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I'd seen a lot of stuff on you. I was like, man, first place chicken American rolls in Odessa. I never knew it. And then I saw something from San Antonio stuff, and I'm like, damn. I said freaking Jeremy, smoking OCD, kicking ass out here, dude, taking
Yeah, that's.
names for
I mean,
sure.
but don't get me wrong. We cook a badass brisket too. I mean,
Yeah.
we're usually always right there with our brisket. But yeah, no chicken. And truth be known, I fucking hate chicken.
Really?
Yep.
I just hate chicken.
The dumbest damn protein.
Exactly. And that goes back to my childhood because my dad always loved to eat chicken at the house.
Yeah.
And then that's my mom. What are we eating? Hey, your dad wants chicken again. Yeah.
Yeah. No. So you do a lot of KCBS too, right?
I mean, we don't shy away from anything. We like to go where the competition's at. So if there's going to be good cooks, that's where we want to be.
Yep. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. The man, talk about your trailer because any cook-off around here, you see that big old Smoking OCD trailer, dude. That thing's beautiful, man.
That was
that thing's
that
awesome.
that trailer has a lot of sentimental value, actually. Well, whenever we started doing comp cooks, I mean, my mom was always my biggest supporter, and that was one of the things. I mean, I couldn't afford a trailer at that time. Well, not a trailer. I mean, I could, but I didn't want to spend that kind of money on it. And
Right.
so once I started cooking, that's what my mom and dad said: is, "Hey, buy yourself a trailer." It's like, we'll buy you a trailer. Nah, you're not gonna do that. It's like me and David already bought one. We'll just keep on going. At that time, I mean, he was using his truck to pull the trailer, and then I was using my truck to pull a fifth wheel camper. And that way we could sleep in there.
Right.
And then, well, once he kind of started shying away, was like, you know what? All right, let's do it. So I think I finally filled out all the paperwork and stuff in April of 17. And then my mom ended up passing away in June of that same year. But that was her last gift. And so
Wow.
that's why I want to continue barbecue. And I'm never going to stop it. I'm always just because she was my biggest supporter.
Right.
So
Right.
that's, yeah. But no, it's a nice
Man,
rig. It's a
dude,
nice
that
rig.
thing's awesome. That thing
And
is
then
awesome,
especially,
dude.
I mean, we started out, I was rolling a Jambo in and out of it at every comp. And I heard about the one-man pits, and man, you're like, I want to get a good built-in pit to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to Danny. Danny ended up building me one, putting it in there. So yeah, it's a smooth cooking machine, and you can take it anywhere. It's self-contained. Do whatever we need to do.
Yeah, man. That thing is clean for sure. So you're a stick burner then, huh? Or you cook on drums as well?
I do. Yeah, no, I do chicken on drums.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice.
How was it dragging that thing all the way to Vegas?
Ooh, we had a good wind coming back, so
Yeah.
I didn't lose the house and home on fuel coming back home.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask if you took the trailer over there to Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, no, that's the only way. I was thinking of pulling my little the little one, man. It's a little trailer pit. I was thinking of pulling that up there, but got to thinking about it. Me and my dad talked. Like, you know what? We're gonna spend the money anyway. Let's just take the big trailer. That way we're comfortable.
Nice. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure. I remember
They
when I
gave you
first
probably
saw
the hardest spot to get into.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be somewhat easy to get into that freaking spot, too. No, we ended up parking that damn thing for about an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to park it. Me and Fred were trying to back it in there different ways, but no. Like, nah, screw it. It's staying right there just like that.
Yep.
His friends use it more than he does, Manuel.
Yeah, Paul had it at San Antonio Trophy Hunters this past weekend. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
He just bought a new trailer, a new porch trailer from that one that Merrick Harriger was cooking on.
Oh,
and okay. He's got it over there. Danny's getting a one-man put on it now. So
nice. Nice. What do you like about that one-man pit?
Oh man, it's just the flow. I mean, if you ever get the chance to study one, or hell, come look at mine the next time I'm at a comp. Just the design of it, the way the flow, air has to come in and it has to go out. There's no way. There's no upper chamber, no empty space on the top of that firebox for that heat to go. It's got to go out. So it's the design of it. I mean, they're well built. They're well built. They're well thought out.
Nice. And you're putting all your proteins on there? Besides chicken?
KCBS, I do put all my proteins on there. But to finish everything off, I use drums.
Nice.
Yeah, just to get that char flavor everybody's used to.
Yeah. Now I heard that those one-man pits those things are solid. Those things are solid. How do you compare it to the Jambo?
Oh man, it's no comparison.
Really?
Yeah, I cooked on a Jambo. Like I said, I had a Jambo starting out for about 3 years. Once I got that one man, it was night and day difference.
Hell yeah, man.
Not knocking Jambos. I know I'm gonna get shit on for talking crap about Jambos. But no, me personally, no, one man all the way.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen them. I've looked at them before, and it seems like all those competition, offsets, they all pretty much run about the same price, right? So it's gonna be hard to pick, which one to actually go with. But I've heard that those one-man pits, and when we talked to Carlos and with Smking Los, he's like, he sold his, and he's like, man, I wish I didn't sell it, and then he got another one here recently. So beautiful pit, beautiful trailer, beautiful rig, man. For sure.
Yes, sir. No, it's nice and comfortable. It is nice and comfortable, and you're always out of the elements, even when it's raining outside.
Yeah.
My question is, how you keep it so clean, dude?
Oh, that's my dad. The outside, I mean, we always, he's the one that keeps the pit. He's the one that keeps the pit and the barrel spotless. Oh man, that's all my dad.
I can't walk away from a competition when my last turn in. I walk in the trailer and I'm like, damn. There's shit everywhere, man. There's just shit everywhere, dude. So, that's cool. That's cool. So, you think chickens are gonna be your strongest cook, or your favorite cook? What's your favorite?
Oh, my favorite is brisket.
Brisket.
Yeah. Like I said, I hate chicken, and it's always, especially when it comes to San Antonio rodeo. I mean, who wants to eat chicken at 10:30 in the morning? It's ridiculous.
Right.
No, it's just, to be honest with you, I just try to hurry up and get it done as fast as I can. That way I can move on to the next protein.
Yeah. What do you push that one-man pit at, temperature-wise?
Start out at about 300, and then after wrap, I'll crank it up to about 325.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So just solid all the way through, man. That's awesome.
All the way through.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's
pretty efficient.
Oh, very efficient. I'd probably go through probably not even a half a box of the gourmet wood.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, I'll go through a whole bag of the lump coal of the lump. Mm-hmm. But I mean, other than that, just a half a box of wood. That's all I need.
Nice.
Shoot, yeah.
Are you cooking Midlands? You mostly Midland guy or what?
Mostly Midlands. Yeah, when I can get Midlands, I'll get Midlands. If not, then I'll go to HEB and pick up a snake.
Yeah. So I tell these guys all the time. I think the one over there off of the loop on the west side, that one seems to have more snakes. What do you think? Is that where you're looking?
I mean, that's where I normally shop. So anytime I go to HEB, I live probably 5 miles away from there. So anytime we go get groceries, I make a little quick glance by the briskets. And if I see a good snake, heck yeah, that thing's not going to go bad in the freezer. So I'll throw it in the freezer till the next time I need it.
Yep.
Yeah, but if I'm in a bind, I usually I'll go to the HEB in Midland off of 250. That sucker's got they always have tons of briskets.
Yeah.
Even I mean they've had some really really nice primes there too. I'm figuring out or finding out here lately, them grass fed primes have been looking really good. I know one time I did cook one of them grass fed. It wasn't even a prime. It was just a grass fed. I don't know if they had it mismarked or something, but I mean just the marbling in that thing was just so awesome. We ended up taking first at that contest. It was I think it was a contest. Where was it at? It was in Iran, I think, I think it was in Iran. Or what's the other town right next to it? It might have been Rankin. Can't remember where it was. But I mean, shoot, I was like, man, I wish we had been at a bigger comp with that brisket because that's was money.
Well, Rankin has that. They have a rodeo, don't they?
No, well, yeah, they have the Barbados. Yeah, the Barbados cook-off. That's actually that was our second RGC. We ended up taking first place Barbados. I want to say that was like our second or third cook-off that we had ever done.
Yeah,
but we ended up taking first in the Barbados and then RGC for the whole thing.
Damn, dude. I asked Aaron this question. Let me get your opinion. Why do you think we don't get very many cook-offs out here? I mean,
it takes a lot of time. Well, me and Paul were actually just talking about that last night too. It takes a lot to. I mean, and if you think about the people that are cooking here, it would take one of the cooks to promote it, to put it on. Mm-hmm. And that's the last thing that we want to do, man. If we're going to have a comp this close to home, we want to cook it. We don't want to promote it. We want to cook it. But just, I mean, if we can find the right people to help promote, and then as they be the promoter, I mean, that's all it's going to take. But I mean, it does take a lot because we did have a couple out here. One at Speedy Duke's during COVID. I think it was during the COVID year. And that one turned out to be a pretty good comp, but I mean there wasn't a whole lot of comps going on at that time, so we were able to get some of the South Texas boys to come in. Fred came in for that one. I mean it's just a matter of getting. Jennifer Webster does a hell of a job with her Smoking in the Mountains.
Yeah, Smoking in the Mountains.
I mean she just promotes the crap out of that thing.
Right.
That's what it takes is dedication and somebody to put the work in to do it. So and us cookers, we're not going to do it. We just want to go cook it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and Jennifer, like you said, man, she promotes the hell out of it, and that's why she can sell it out in 24 hours, right?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be a big cook. It doesn't have to be a big where you have 100, 200 cookers. I mean, she caps hers at 60, but it's still making a bunch of money, and it's still paying out a bunch of money and bringing in, some of the best cookers. So,
right. And it's one of the better events, I mean, in Texas. So, I mean, everybody comes to it, and everybody's looking forward to that contest. It's a great event, dude, for sure.
Yep.
Awesome. You weren't there last year, were you?
No, I was at a stock show actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Stock shows are getting in the way of cooking.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that earlier, and I never realized what kind of money was in stock shows. It's huge money.
It is pretty lucrative. It sure is. Everybody's after that. I mean, of course, you win grand champion, but like even at a fifth place in Fort Worth to bring you 24,000. So.
Oh my gosh! Damn.
That's why we do it. That's why I do it. Is like I told you earlier. I mean, I got into it to get my niece through college. So.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing that? This
is her third year. I did it as a kid whenever I was growing up. So I was and she didn't start until she was already 12 when she started. I want to say I was the same age, but you can start showing at 9. So it took her 3 years before she finally realized, like, hey, I want to do that. So as soon as she said, let's do it, I was all in.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Showing steers and heifers?
Just steers. Yeah, just steers.
Just steers.
Yeah.
So what does it take to do that kind of stuff? Just Feeding the animal or what?
Feeding the
I mean,
animal, working the hair, making them walk, getting them. I mean,
getting them ready for show.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just like it's a beauty pageant. But yeah, you gotta have the meat behind it too. So
Right. Is there a certain breed that y'all are looking for? Where y'all are showing or what?
yeah, no, we typically just show Shorthorns for Fort Worth, and I mean everything else is, I mean whatever looks good. After Fort Worth, all the hair's got to come off, so it's all slick shows after that.
Yeah.
And so they don't have no more hair, so it's all, I mean everything's visible. So you have to have a
You
pretty
can't hide anything.
smooth. You can't hide nothing.
Wow. So those judges are pretty on it then, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
man, yeah, oh yeah. I mean, it's just like barbecue judges. One judge's opinion is it's subjective, but it's to whatever he likes. And the good thing about the stock show judges, you have one judge, and he rarely changes. He rarely varies from what he wants from year to year. So if you can pinpoint what he wants, then you can pretty much know what he's going to be picking, and you can pick an animal that he's going to like. It's
Okay.
I wish barbecue was the same way, but we don't know who's judging. And
So they don't have standards that they're looking for, like certain things, I guess, right?
oh yeah, no, they're looking for fatness. They're looking for finish, which is what we would call, what most people would call fat. I mean, whenever you go feel an animal's ribs, you can tell if they have a cover of fat right there. If it's squishy, you know that animal's sloppy, kind of mushy. But if it's a firm fat, you know that's the good marble fat that we're looking for in our barbecue.
Wow. See,
Okay, so
I didn't know
you
that.
know he's gonna have good marbling inside the meat. That's what a judge is looking for. But at the same time, and that's why I say, I mean, I'm on both sides of the animal now. So
Right.
raising it and then cooking at the same time. So it kind of, but yeah, no, they have to have soundness. I mean, they have to be able to walk. So like I said, it's a beauty pageant, but for animals, they gotta look the part, but then they gotta feel the part too.
Wow. Well, damn, I never thought about it, man. I've always seen it, but I've never been around that kind of stuff, so I never knew about it till actually I was talking to my buddy, the other day about it. He told me how much that San Antonio steer brought in. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, they brought in that much. I'm like, holy shit, that's some major money, man, major money. And then from there, they just go to the packer, or they use them for breeding, or what do they do with them?
Well, I just found this out, but I figured once a person bought the animal, because I mean, whoever buys the animal, of course, they get their mention out. I always assumed that person did what they wanted with that animal. No, the animal gets put on the packer truck, and he goes to slaughter. Yeah.
Wow.
They're just paying for that animal to go somewhere else.
Because with steers, you can show them at 2 shows, right?
Oh no, steer you can show as many
It's
shows
just
as
one?
you want to. No, as many shows as you want to, but you can only, if you place. Most people aren't going to pull out of a sale, but if you place and you sell, well, obviously the animal has to stay there because somebody already bought them. But
Right.
no, I mean there are people who have placed and pulled out because they think they're going to do better somewhere else. And yeah, but once you sell, you can't pull them out anymore. But you can only show, each animal can only attend. Yeah, you can only go to one show, or the animal can only go to each show once. So I mean, if you can keep returning the same animal every year, but he can only go. For instance, you go to Fort Worth with one animal, he can't go back to Fort Worth.
Right.
You can take him to Houston or somewhere else the next year, but he can't
I
go
see what
back to
you're
Fort
saying.
Worth.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy.
Is Fort Worth is still the big cattle show, isn't it?
Fort Worth is the moneymaker. That's where people go because that kid gets everything that's paid for. Whatever he sells for, that kid gets all of it. Unlike Houston and San Antonio, Austin, where it's all capped. Yeah.
Wow. Well, and then we were talking about what did that Fort Worth steer bring in? That was like $500,000 or something.
I want to say he sold for about, it was either 360,000 or 380,000, somewhere around there.
Holy shit.
It was a bunch of money.
Damn.
So, but that kid got every bit of that.
Wow. Wow. And how many animals are usually going to those shows? I mean, you would imagine everybody's trying to put them in, right?
Oh yeah, no. I want to say this year there was about 1,500.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we were 3 spots out of the cell. We were in the heavy shorthorn class, and she ended up getting pulled because what they'll do is they'll walk the animals in. I mean, I think there was 65 or 70 in her class, but they walk the animals in, and the judge is picking out the ones that he wants. Whoever gets left in, they stay, but then everybody else just goes out. So I mean, you get a lap. That's all you get. But out of those 60, she was 13th, and they only sold the top 10. So we were three out of yeah.
Do they have any private buyers go out there or no? They don't allow them?
No, you can't do that there. I mean, you can get a private buyer outside, if you can.
Right, but not at the show.
Yeah, not at the show. But, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I actually sold one that we had, Hereford that we had. We didn't end up getting him in the Sandhills show, the local show that we have here. He didn't classify. So yeah, the Sandhills, and yeah, so I ended up finding a private buyer for him. So I mean, but yeah, me and Paul were talking about that, and like if you put the pen to the paper, even if you're paying $5,000 for a 1,200-pound animal, like that's still way better than you going to the market and spending that kind of money. You're gonna spend way more for that same amount of meat.
Yeah.
You just have to have the freezer. You just have to have the freezer space for it.
Yeah, for sure. And like you're talking about, you've seen both sides now, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Let's see what we got. So how's your you always walking in ribs too, man? So don't shy away from that.
We have our moments in every protein. There was a time. Well, I mean, back in, I think it was 21, 22, we hit first place ribs at like 3 contests in a row.
Wow, nice.
So I mean, that recipe kind of faded away and ended up having to change. But I think the recipe we're on now, it's. I mean, we're not cooking all that often. Yeah, we're not cooking all that often, but it's hitting. There were some damn good. There were damn good ribs at San Antonio Rodeo. It's just the market was flooded, so.
Yeah, for sure.
They just didn't hit, but no, I'm pretty confident. Well, I mean, with all of our recipes, even our chicken, it hadn't been doing all that much here lately, but it's still tried and true. I mean, it's consistent, and it's always a good bird. But depending on weather, I think weather has a lot to play in everything that we do, barbecue wise, anyway.
Yeah. What's your theory on the weather, as far as that?
Because I try not to think about it all that much. I've heard people say if it's hot, you need to put a little bit more salt in it. But then you cook a KCBS and you do that, and you're getting comments saying, "Oh, too salty." So it's like that. After I got those, it's like, nah, we're just stick. No matter what the weather is, we're just gonna stick with it.
Your same cook, so you're doing the same thing, KCBS, whether you're San Antonio or the American Royal. Nice.
The tenderness is the only thing that I'll change when it comes to a KCBS versus a Lone Star. I mean, you're going to go a little bit longer on the Lone Star. CBA, KCBS, even an IBCA now. Still, those 3 are going the same.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, y'all went to the Jack with not too long ago, right? I mean, to help out.
A couple years ago, several years ago when. Chingon, not Chingon. It was summer that made it.
It was summer.
It was summer. Yeah, but we shoot. I went and picked them up, and we ended up taking Joe's trailer, hauling Joe's trailer all the way over Joe Webster's trailer to Tennessee from Borger. Yeah, so and then a couple years ago, when Bill made it, we were over there with Bill. So
yeah, nice.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What about Memphis? You ever cook Memphis?
No, I want to do Memphis though. Just that's another one of those cook-offs my mom always wanted me to do. So I gotta cook it at least once.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's a dog and pony show there, ain't it?
Oh yeah, it's just seeing all the faces there. Pretty interesting.
Right.
Yep.
Cool, man.
So you talked about Cosmo's class. Are you have you taken any more classes since getting that DVD or?
Yeah, I have. Shoot, I've taken Boomerang's class. I mean, I know nobody talks about Boomerang much anymore, but he was one of the ones that actually helped me get over the hump. And once he had his class during COVID, I took his recipes and kind of tweaked them, here and there. But it was that was a class I learned a lot from.
Yeah.
And I mean, those techniques and everything that he did kind of really helped me. And then, of course, once I finally met Fred, I knew who Fred was. He kind of always just pissed me off because anytime Fred was, God dang it, Fred's gonna win it. But once I got to meet him and get to know him, I was like, man, that's just the devil working, trying to keep me away from my brother.
Right.
No, I mean, and so we talk a lot. I mean, I've taken Fred's class, Bill's class, JD Henley's class, Buckshot Barbecue. And I want to say it's probably about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but for the most part, everybody's somewhat the same. I mean, you'll learn a technique here and there.
There's techniques, for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, but at the end of the day, you got to make it work. You got to make it work to how you want your style. That way,
right.
You put your own spin on things.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. What's up, G-Wope?
Yeah, that's one thing I keep pushing off is I need to go take a class, but I'm wanting to kind of
Nicho.
I want to kind of figure out where I'm struggling, what I don't do well, what I do well, and try and get a solid, good foundation.
Yeah.
First thing you need to do, Sam, is get a probe.
Fred and Bill. Well, that'll help too. But no, Fred and Bill, their classes are they're not saying that anybody else is not honest, but I mean they're damn good cooks. I mean, and that's why I say sure. I want to go where the best is at, and that's, I mean, you surround yourself with greatness, you're going to be great too. I mean, they'll help you out with anything if you take one of their classes. I mean, even if you don't take a class, I'm sure if you give them a call or send them a text message or a DM or whatever they are these days, they'll give you some pointers as well. So,
yeah, hell yeah.
Chingon's a damn good cooker too. He's right close to you.
Yeah, I know. I need to go see if I get a chicken class from him this summer.
Yeah.
Chicken, pork, brisket, get it all.
Yeah.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
So talk about that first place at the American Royal, man. How did that feel, dude? Walking away with one of those square trophies.
It was how do they call it? A mind out of body experience or body out of mind, whatever.
Man, I can only imagine. Well,
I mean, my first Royal was in 19, and we left that. Of course, I go back and look at the pictures from our first Royal, and it's like, man, did we really turn that crap in? It was horrible. So that's, I mean, after that, it's like no, we're coming back, but we're not going to be sitting in our chairs. And sure enough, well, of course, COVID hit. They didn't have it during COVID, that 2020, but 21, we were ready to go. And me and Albert had my wife and sister-in-law there with the kids, and a buddy of mine, David was the one that started the barbecue. But anyway, we're sitting in our chairs, and they get down the first place chicken where they had just called Bill. Bill got second. Me and I were looking at, hey, Bill just got, we already knew Fred and Bill by then. So it was like, man, Bill just got, second place chicken. Yeah. It's like, yeah, you got first place. And we're pumped for Bill.
Fired up. Yeah.
We're pumped for Bill. And then all of a sudden, they do the whole dramatic scene, smoking OCD. We look at each other. And it was like simultaneously, we jump up out of our chairs, just hug each other. And of course, here we go. It was me, Albert, David, and then Mateo, Albert's son. Yeah, that was awesome. That was.
I can see the trophy in the back, right? The trophy's right there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Nice, dude. Was it a perfect?
Perfect chicken.
Perfect. Damn.
Everybody. Yeah, perfect. Yep. Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then I mean, we had the only thing that held us back on that comp was the ribs, and that was when I was running a mediocre rib. But yeah, that's the only thing that held us back because we had a 10th place brisket too.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, so we were we ended up being 16th overall, but if our ribs had done a
That's
little
not
bit
bad.
better. Yeah.
And that was the invitational, correct?
Yeah, invitational. Yeah, invitational.
Wow, man.
That's
How's
awesome.
the pork game? How's the pork game?
Oh man, the pork's always solid. Always solid. Did get out a little bit of practice with it because in Las Vegas, whenever we cooked there, it did get a little bit overboard. I mean, we did leave it on a little bit too long because I can't remember what I was messing with, but I temped it, and I told my dad, I said, "Hey, 10 minutes, 15 minutes max." All right. Got to doing some other stuff. About 30 minutes later, my dad, I see him open the drum and rotate it. Like, what's in there, Dad? You still got the pork in there. Oh, shit. So, yeah.
At least he was rotating it.
Man. Oh, yeah, he was rotating it.
At least he was rotating it.
I was like, Dad, I told you 15 minutes at the most. Oh, I didn't know. I just kept rotating. Oh, all right. Never mind. Yeah, we did get a mushy comment on there, so
nice.
I knew that was coming.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I mean, but the pork game's usually pretty solid.
Yeah,
I
y'all are solid, man.
I like to do just money muscles.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a bigger comp, yeah, we'll do the whole pork butt just to throw some extra pieces in there. But I mean, for a CBA, they're only gonna get one piece of meat anyway. So
right.
I'd rather them have a money that way. A medallion. Right. That way it's I know it's good.
What are you cooking? 3 monies?
5 to 6 sometimes.
Damn. Man, that's hard to do around here because you can never find a good pork butt.
No.
He's got a spot in my places, but
yeah.
No, to be honest with you, Sam's. I mean, they sell the 2-pack.
Yeah, they sell the 2-pack.
Yeah, oh yeah, and
they're IBPs. Those are IBPs, aren't they?
And most they're usually IBPs. So yeah, you can find some good pork butts at Sam's.
Yeah. You ever cook compart?
I did. I wasn't all that impressed with them.
Really?
I mean, the flavor of them's good, but you can rarely get good monies. So I mean, it's
okay.
You're pretty much just playing the pulled pork game because.
Yeah.
I mean, at least me. I mean, I would always request.
You lose them?
Man, I can't tell. Yep.
Yeah, I think we lost him. He'll come back.
Yeah, no, that's a struggle around here too. Is finding pork.
Yeah. No, dude, like I was saying, I've cooked those compars. We can get them here locally, but man, it's they're hit and miss.
Yeah,
there he is. There we go. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't put the do not disturb on my phone. So.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. No, what I was telling Sam is we can get comparts here at Larry's, man, but it's just they're hit and miss. You know what I mean? Yeah. He doesn't bring in a lot of them, and then to order them plus shipping and all that is just. It's easier to go to HEB, right?
Yeah.
To go to HEB.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with an all natural.
Yeah, for sure. I like the compart ribs, but man, they're just so thin. I haven't found a good size. You know, if you have a compart that's marbled as hell, but then you go to HEB across the street and you find a big fat natural, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? With marbling, you're gonna take
exactly. I'm gonna cook that natural.
You cook the natural for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. And the price
ribs,
difference.
Yeah, you can. As long as you get a good marbled fat rib, you're not gonna go wrong. You can't go wrong with that.
All right. So are you mostly Wagyu? Just for whenever you go to comp, that's all you're cooking?
Here, for the most part, because I know that's what everybody else is gonna cook. Even at the smaller comps, you know, they're gonna have Wagyu, especially whenever you're going to a comp with Aaron Leslie. You know, he's gonna have that Wagyu. You
have to basically.
You have to
take a knife to a gunfight. basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started doing it just to try and keep it more consistent for myself to kind of know this tenderness did well. This is kind of how it felt. And it's helped me get better in brisket. I'm not great, but it's made me more consistent.
Yeah. I mean, and it does. I think what's kind of helped me a lot on the consistency part too is, I mean, I may not be doing a lot of comps, but I cook a lot of briskets. I mean, my niece is in 4-H, so we do two fundraisers a year, one for Thanksgiving and then one right before Easter. So I'm cooking 30 to 40 briskets for sale for fundraisers. So I mean, and I'm just doing packers there. I'm not doing anything fancy. So just getting the tenderness. I mean, and the taste it's there.
Yeah.
The texture's there. I mean, everything's there too. So I mean, I wouldn't have any if I couldn't find a good wagyu. I would have no issue. I would have no problem. No issue. You know, taking a good prime,
Right.
to a comp. You know, even a big comp if it needed to be.
Yeah. Some of those IBP primes, those are solid, dude. They're solid.
Yeah.
So, and the HEB is usually stocked up on IBP prime. You can usually find one there. So,
Yeah.
so, but then they have a lot of the grass fed over here too. So,
Yeah.
those are,
and like I said, I've cooked
good.
some of them grass feds, and them things are pretty damn good too. I don't know.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't know if it was mismarked, but that was a damn good brisket.
Most of those grass feds that I've cooked I cooked a few of them here and there, but man, whenever you're trimming and those fibers are just already splitting, dude, and it makes for a damn good brisket. Damn good brisket, man. So
I've never messed with the grass fed.
you should try it.
I might.
I mean, I don't even. I mean, I look at the label, yeah, but at the end of the day, if it looks good, I'll cook it. That's
right.
what it comes down to.
Right. And y'all do any ancillaries or no? I think your dad's being
steak. My dad's the frijolero, man. He is the bean captain, the bean champ. Yeah, no, he cooks a damn good beans. So anytime we go to a comp and there's beans, Dad,
he's always
beans. Yeah,
he's always down.
Oh yeah.
He's always down.
His beans. It's funny. He doesn't get worried about He doesn't get worried about the barbecue. But when
he's worried about the beans.
Like at San Antonio Rodeo, that's the only time I see him nervous. That's the only time I see him nervous. Is I mean, he holds the tickets, so I just see him right there holding that ticket, looking at
he wants that bean call.
And I'm gonna make sure I want him to get that damn bean call in San Antonio.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome.
What kind of bean is he cooking? Just a chowder bean, or is it just a regular bean, or what?
I can't give away his secrets. I can't reveal nothing. You'll have to try him one day. Come by and try him.
I just go home if I saw the black trailer when I pulled up. That's what Eric said. He said, I saw your trailer, you turn it around. That's it. I'm done.
You gotta show up now.
Yeah, no, then steaks. I mean, we cook a pretty badass steak too. So
yeah.
The past 2 years is the first time we hadn't done anything at steak, San Antonio Rodeo. So, but I mean, I have even in 19, the first year we cooked San Antonio, we had a steak call. The year after that, we had a steak call, and then I want to say we had a final table a few years ago. But this year, and the year before, nothing. So dry.
Yeah. Well, that's what we talk about, dude. I mean, West Texas cooks, and I mean George with his first place steak call over there.
Oh,
and
it's funny. It's funny you bring that up too, because we were all standing there together, and I want to say they had got down to like 5th place, and me and George were standing right next to each other, and I told George, I looked at him like, George, I had to look up, like, George, first place steak is coming out of this area right here, out of these guys right here. It was me, JD, George. Jennifer Cook's Joe Webster's steak. I mean, she was right there too. Sure shit, first place steak. He just starts hollering, and I told you it's coming out of this area.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. No, I heard it. I was watching the awards live, and then I heard the number call, whatever. Then I heard Big Daddy G's, and I'm like, no shit, that's the first place steak, dude. That's freaking awesome, man. That's awesome. All Midland meats.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got a damn good steak. One of the best steaks I ever had was one that I cooked from there. One of those tier 1 freaking $60 steaks. Dude, those things are awesome. Man, those things are awesome, dude. If anybody out there's never tried one, y'all are missing out for sure. For sure. Yeah. That's why I told these guys is like, hate to go buy one of those steaks and turn it in. You know what I mean? To keep that for yourself. I would have keep that for myself.
That's why
it breaks my heart.
I always have to cook an extra. That way we have something to eat right after steak turned in.
It breaks my heart to turn one of those in for sure. For sure. So what's next for Smoking OCD? What do y'all got? You just gonna keep doing just whatever cook-offs y'all want to do and just go have fun or what?
No, I mean, I haven't even looked at the schedule. I know Buffalo Lake is coming up here pretty soon. Well, they're having two at Buffalo Lake. I think ABC Rodeo is going to be there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And ABC Rodeo, and then you have the CBA also, right? Or they're both going to be CBA.
They're both IBCA.
The IBC. No, I thought ABC was going to CBA.
No, IBCA this year.
I don't know. We'll have to check into that, but I think it's going CBA. I don't know.
I said they got it on the calendar anyways. It's IBCA.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay. Well, then never mind then.
Yeah, because it's in 2 weeks.
Okay, so that is the ABC Rodeo then. Okay.
Yeah, that's the ABC Rodeo.
Okay.
That's a big contest,
other one.
Yeah, I won't be able to make that one. But I like Buffalo Lake. I like the whole setup. I like being right there by the lake. So it's IBCA. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, just like I said, this year I do want to hit more comps. But we do. I mean, after mid-March, after Houston Stock Show, once we hit that one, then we're done for a few weeks. So then we start up again for the next year. But yeah, no, I do want to cook some more this year. I do want to hit more KCBSs. So if there's the ones that are closer by. And of course, CBA. I mean, I'm loyal to Fred and the whole CBA crew, the whole CBA crew. So yeah, no, you'll see us a little bit more, a lot more than you saw us this past year.
Nice. Well, hell yeah, man. Yeah, I remember I wasn't even in barbecue back then, but the one in Odessa, it was that doubleheader that they had at I think it was the fair, wasn't it? Man, there was a lot of y'all there. Everybody was there. That was the first year for CBA, wasn't it?
That was the first year. That was the first year. Yeah, that was the first year that the fair had anything.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, and I mean, we were able to get a bunch of good cooks here. Well, I say a bunch. I think we capped out at 20. But I mean, it was still. Man, you had Bill here, Fred, all the West Texas bunch from around here. So
yeah,
we even got. I think Tommy even cooked out. I even think Tommy Smith even cooked that one. So yeah, no, we had everybody there. All the heavy hitters.
Yep. Yeah, for sure, man. Heavy hitters. For damn sure. Y'all just beating each other up.
That's all we do. That's all we do.
Basically.
Yeah. No, hopefully maybe we bring that one back too. So
yeah. I mean, I think this area is ready for it, honestly. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard. There is a lot of events out here. Just that there's not a lot of cook-offs, right? Not like there is in South Texas where there's you
one
throw
a
rock
week,
and you're gonna hit one.
Exactly.
Yeah, you throw a rock and you're gonna hit one. So
yeah.
So I'm kind of jealous of the guys in the valley. You know what I mean? They don't have to drive that far, and there's a cook-off every single weekend. There's multiple cook-offs every weekend.
And what I'm sure some of them valley guys are listening right now is like, hey, we go to y'all's event. Y'all need to come to ours. Reggie Q did come a couple years ago, so I mean that was.
Well, he did Fort Stockton too. He GC'd Fort Stockton last year.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
I mean, Phil was there. Kit Polk was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think even Chad came up too.
Yeah, Chad came up with Rusty Junk Smokers. He was there. That was actually a pretty cool competition. Yeah. I mean, the weather was nice and last year, I don't know, you weren't there, were you last year?
No.
At Fort Stockton?
No.
I don't know what the hell they're looking for over there, honestly. I have no clue. I got my ass stomped over there. For sure. It was a heartbreak. Kyle did pretty good out there.
Kyle reserved it.
He reserved it, didn't he?
I think he hit us again with the first place rib and a first place chicken.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
And I think he had like I think he walked in brisket too. I think he had 3 walks, but I think Reggie Q just beat him out on the brisket and it pushed him over. I could be wrong.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Brisket. It's always comes down to brisket.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. So,
Yep.
what else? What else, Sam?
Man, we do a segment, Jeremy, and we do it's called the Dream Team.
Okay.
So what it is you're already on the team. So you got 4 guys and a box runner. So it can be 4 guys that you want to cook with, 4 guys that you want to take to go win, or 4 guys that you just look up to in barbecue, and then an honorable mention or your box runner.
Oh
And
man.
it can be whichever direction you want to take it.
Well, I mean, I think I kind of already have the dream team. Of course, you got me, and my dad's got to be there. My dad's going to be right there with me too. He's going to be running boxes. Manuel Moreno, just because he's my boy. And then let's see, who would that third guy be, or the fourth? Well, okay, man, that's a tough one. There's a lot of people I'd put in that spot right there. And not just because he's one of the best, but I think Fred, just because I like the conversations me and Fred have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be the 4 right there.
Shoot.
Sorry,
yeah,
Summer,
solid.
you're not running boxes.
Yeah, because Fred flew up to Midland and rode to Vegas with you, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh,
You mean he didn't want to take his brand new Denali up there, dude?
That's what I told him. I was like, he could have driven it up here and could have gone in that thing. But
You have slept in that damn thing, huh?
yeah, no, it's always like I said, it's always
No, that's awesome.
it's always enjoyable whenever me and Fred get together.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, and who's y'all's dream teams? Come on now.
So mine would
Who's
be
that? Sam?
Well, both of y'all.
So mine is more of just some guys that I want to be around and cook, just because I think it'd be fun. I had Aaron Leslie, Paul Whitaker, LC, and then I just went blank. Robert Smith. And that's just because
you like to drink beer.
Yeah.
I like to drink beer.
I don't know why Robert doesn't drink beer. He drinks Coors Light, but I mean,
so you knew it. You knew it. Yeah, mine was pretty easy. It's a Robert Rocha, because Rob's badass, dude. I love Rob, and he's pretty much, whenever I got into barbecue, to competition barbecue, I found his show, and I learned so much from his show, and just listening and listening to his shows, right? Just shut up and listen, right? That's what they say. So I learned a lot from him. Fred, of course, and Arnie, and probably Robert Sierra, dude. Just old school fucking barbecue guys. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, see, I guess I misunderstood, because y'all are picking 4 plus yourself.
Yeah. No, you're automatically there.
Oh, okay.
So then you get your 4.
Oh, all right then. Okay, well then Bill's my other one.
Gotcha. There you go. Hey, that's a freaking all-star team if I ever heard one. So, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll just sit back and point.
Just sit in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Just sit in the trailer.
Oh, heck no, they can have the trailer. I'll just sit outside and point.
Get in the shade, have you a cold beer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Well, as much competition as you've done, I mean, you've done a lot, dude. I mean, in 2017, that's several years, right? What's one of your major barbecue failures that you know that sticks out in your head? Do you have any?
Oh man, yes. The first year we did World Food, and I think it was in 22. I mean, we nailed every category, and I still don't know what the hell happened to this day. We had a first chicken. We had we were top 5, and well, chicken first, ribs were top 5, and pork was top 5, and then last place brisket. I don't know what the hell happened.
Wow.
Last place brisket, and that threw us. And of course, world food, you have to be in the top 5 to advance to the next round. And so, I mean, yeah, no, that like I said, I don't know what happened. It hasn't happened since. It hasn't happened ever again. It never happened before or after. But just getting that last place brisket, it left a very, very sour taste in my mouth.
Dude, so, I think that would have happened to me, man. I would be questioning it to this day. To this day,
no, I'm still questioning. Like, I don't know what happened. I mean,
wow. Almost like they probably lost it. I mean, I don't know. Did they lose it when they're taking it back there or something?
And then, we had to redeem ourselves. So the next year we went back. We ended up winning the eat competition. Of course, me and my dad, and Chingon and Summer went in to help us too. So yeah, no, it was that leads to another funny story. But yeah, no, we ended up winning the eat contest, which was day 1. And then day 2, we were already in for the final round. So I was like, "Yeah, Manuel, it's all you today." So he ended up, and we still getting in the top 5 again on CBA day. So I mean, we were double qualified, but somebody else was able to get in. But turning in brisket, I had been drinking a little bit, but turning in brisket, and then something happened. I forgot my step or something. So coming out of the door, I mean, I had my carrier, of course, Johnny Treg, Trish gave me a little carrier. So I step out the door, Manuel gives it to me. And as I step out, that brisket box just falls out of that carrier.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it fell perfectly. It fell upside down, but yeah. So Manuel just, "What are you doing? What you doing?" So of course, take it back in. We doctor it up. I mean, we still ended up placing top 5 with that brisket. So
hell yeah. That's what they say on Bill's show. He's like, what do they say?
You gotta shock
drop it on accident. Yeah, you drop that thing on accident. That's the first place, or you're gonna walk with it.
Yeah,
for sure. So how do y'all get into the world foods?
You do have to qualify. I think since we had cooked it, or you have to win a GC at one of the deals, and I guess they have to make sure it qualifies as a. It doesn't have to be a state championship, or it may have to. I don't remember. But I mean, the rumor was that they were supposed to move to Vegas, and they ended up going to Indianapolis. So
right.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to Indianapolis to go cook. So they would have gone to Vegas like they said they were. Hell yeah, we would have been there.
Yeah. Because it used to be in the Metroplex area, wasn't it?
It used to be.
Was it in Dallas area? Wasn't it in the Dallas area?
At the State Fair. It was at the State Fair.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. Good times. Good times with good friends.
Yeah,
good
dude.
People. That's the good thing about barbecue is that, I mean, and like I said, that's what I miss about going to the comps is just hanging out with the people. I mean, drinking beer, being sensible about the drinking beer.
Yeah, sometimes. For sure, man.
Try to be sensible.
I don't know about the sensible part.
Well, when Sam's passed out on the trailer in the back.
Hey.
Miss Awards. I've had that happen.
Oh no, that's on Friday night.
Oh shit! Oh no.
I think my best contest. I woke up Saturday morning throwing up.
Yeah, I've had that happen too.
Oh man.
Listen, Manuel says, "Don't let Jeremy reserve your Airbnb." Why is that?
Oh man, we ended up in the ghetto of Dallas.
Oh jeez.
Hey, but to be, I mean, I don't. He must have been like the local drug dealer or the local drug lord, whatever it was. Then we show up at the 3-story house, and nobody messes. Of course, I mean, we show up, park the truck in there. I think that first night we got there at like midnight, and as we're pulling in, the neighbors are outside drinking. So I'm already thinking, oh man, these guys are gonna mug us. No, heck no. They came out and they offered us. I think we offered them beer. I think Manuel had some beer in a little baggie.
Little peace offering.
Yeah, a little peace offering. And we told him, hey man, just watch our stuff. We'll bring you some barbecue tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, no, they
Hell
were
yeah.
good to us. I mean, but well, I was woken up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. The gunshot somewhere close by. Yeah. So hey, I just make sure I didn't have any holes. We're good. Let's go.
Jeez. That's funny. That's funny. Thought you were gonna say the hood in Las Vegas. I was like, that's a little sketchy there.
Nah, no, we had a good Airbnb in Vegas.
Yeah. No. Cool, man. Cool. So when's y'all's next one? You don't know yet?
No, I don't know yet. It'll probably be probably sometime in April. We were talking about Andrews, so more than likely Andrews.
Okay.
I mean, it's not on the books yet, but I'm pretty sure it will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do the
I hope
Richard
it does. That
Memorial?
was a fun comp.
Oh yeah. What was that?
Did you do the Richard Memorial over there in Fort Stockton?
Yeah, I wasn't able to last year. We actually that's what got me into the Royal back in 18
really?
or 19. Yeah. That was the first year that Jimmy had put it on, and that was my first ever GC.
Wow.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that cook-off has a lot of
Sentimental.
ties to my heart. So yeah, no. I mean, Jimmy's a damn good guy. I love Jimmy. We always keep in contact. So his health isn't doing all that great. He's had a lot of shoulder surgeries, knee surgeries, but I mean, yeah, no, he's a damn good guy. So yeah, I forget why I wasn't able to cook it last year. It probably had something to do with stock show. I mean, like what
Right,
we've been talking about. But
Man,
no,
that's
I
a
mean,
badass contest. Like,
yeah,
that one's. I mean, the facility's nice. I mean, the parking's nice. The
Yep.
turn-ins are right there. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well,
And dude, it was a good one. It was a good one for sure. The competition's there.
Yep.
Competition's always going to be there.
oh yeah.
So,
I mean, he pays good money, so of course people are going to be coming to cook it.
yeah. What
Yep.
was that? What was that payout? Sam, do you remember?
20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I walked away with like $350 for 8th place brisket.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, granted, that paid for all my gas there and back
Yeah.
with that damn
Yeah,
half
for
ton
sure.
pulling that trailer.
Oh man.
Man, Jeremy,
Yeah.
I had a second to last brisket there. Might as well have been in fucking last place. But dude, I was at that same feeling that you had, like, what did you do wrong? Or, you know what I mean? That's one of the best briskets I ever cooked, dude.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
dude, that brisket was money. I think I gave some to Sam, and
It was damn good brisket.
dude, it was one of my best ones, man. One of my best ones. And like I said, dude, the second to last, I'm like, what the hell?
And maybe they were reading it wrong. Maybe you were second, but they said it was
Second, yeah. That's what I told these guys. I was like, man, next time I come out here, shit, I'm cooking a select brisket and put some freaking mesquite on it. Be done with it. So, I don't know. That's competition barbecue, right?
Yes, it is. Subjectivity is always the kicker.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel better, Serge, I think I had like a second or third to last rib.
Did you really?
Oh, my rib was way down there.
Tyler walked in ribs, didn't he? Tyler had a good call in ribs.
Yeah, I think he had like a.
It was like a fourth.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's between like 10. It was a top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they called 15.
Yeah, they did.
But it was a good call.
Well, competition's stiff anywhere you go in Texas. So.
Oh yeah, no, even that backyarder, especially if he's a local guy, yeah, he's gonna know the flavor. So people are gonna recognize his food. Yeah, no, so it's not just the heavy hitters we got to worry about. I mean, it's anybody. Yeah, anybody can win a comp.
Yep.
Any given day.
Sure.
Any given Saturday.
Yeah.
As long as it's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out on a Monday or Tuesday.
Well, yeah, I've heard about those too. That'd be a good way to find out you were RGC though on a Monday. I wouldn't mind that, especially a San Antonio rodeo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hell, man. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to bring it up, Jeremy?
No, man.
You good?
It's been good hanging out and talking. Like I said, I miss this. I miss the barbecue side. I miss hanging out. And
Yeah.
the only thing missing is a beer, but it's a weekday. I try not to drink beer during the weekdays.
Well, when I talked to, because I wanted to have, like told you, I wanted to have George on, and George's like, man, his daughter, he's busy with his daughter's softball, on he said he's pretty tied up with that, He said, I asked, what about Jeremy? He's like, man, Jeremy would do it, and I was like, send me his contact. So he sent me your contact, and as soon as I sent you, you texted me back and said, hell yeah, let's do it. So I appreciate it. I know we appreciate it, dude.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Oh, hell
For
yeah.
sure, man.
No, and y'all don't hesitate to come by and talk to us. I don't make it out too much. I try not to make it out too much because the more I venture out away from camp, that's probably I'm gonna miss something up on barbecue the next day just because I'm gonna be drinking too much beer. But so no, come by, hang out. Come by, hang out. No, we'll talk barbecue all you want to.
You come by and get some beans. Get some beans for sure.
Get some beans. The beans won't be done till Saturday though. So yeah, don't come Friday looking for beans. He won't have any ready.
You can get some of them hard beans.
Yeah, for sure. Well, cool, man. Cool, Jeremy. I appreciate you coming on, dude, for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Like kicking off this whole West Texas, month, and that's one thing when we started the show. We're on episode 30.
30.
So 30 weeks straight we've been going, and at the very beginning, that's what we talked about. Bringing more awareness to West Texas barbecue scene because you just really don't hear much about it.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, there's you got a whole bunch of West Texas barbecuers around here. You mentioned Aaron. We've talked about Tommy Smith, Paul Whitaker. George, JD Henley. I mean, JD Henley. He's my goodness. That guy. He could not cook for 5 years and show up to a comp and just whoop everybody. So I mean,
yeah, for sure.
I've learned a lot from JD too. So no, heck yeah. There's a lot of damn good cooks here. And if you really think about it, JD helped a lot of guys. I mean, you can trace him back to a whole bunch of the Valley people too.
Right.
I mean, it all, but most of it started right here. I mean, and JD's won Houston or Brisket Houston, the Royal, Vegas. I mean, he was the last one to win Vegas. Well, but other than this past year that they just had it, yeah. But he was the last winner over there. And I mean, shoot, he's JD Henley. He's got all my respect.
Yeah, definitely OG for sure.
Yep. But yeah, there's a lot of history
for this. But George is like, I don't know if he'll do it. So he's real reserved, right? JD is. Yeah. So.
Heck yeah, guys.
Cool, man. Cool. Jeremy, we'll see, man. I'll talk to you for sure. I got your number and I'll be hitting you up. For sure, man.
Oh, heck yeah. No, man, I enjoyed it. Y'all be safe, be careful, and God bless y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you down the road.
All righty.
Thanks, man. What do you think, Sam?
That was awesome.
Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure.
I've always seen his trailer. I've never stopped and talked to him or anything like that, but now I'm definitely gonna, when I see that big trailer, I'm gonna go swing by.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal. That's when I saw it, man. When I see that trailer, I was like, man, it's beautiful machine. So
absolutely
cool. What else we got for next week, dude? What do you have next week?
Next week I believe we got Melody Vincent. She's a head judge for IBCA, and then I think we got Maria Montez, and she is a head judge for CBA. So we're gonna talk a little bit about both those organizations.
Yeah, we're talking. What did we call that? The judge. What was it?
I don't remember. We had a good name for it. We'll figure it out. That was a good
name for it. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But that should be a good show. Different perspective, talking about the judging side on both IBCA and CBA. Both head judges, right? So, so that one should be good. Hopefully Anthony and Kyle will be on next week. Yeah, for sure.
It'll be cool to get some more of the behind the scenes of what they do and kind of see some of the differences between CBA and IBCA that as cooks we don't always get to see.
Yeah.
So
let's see, what do we got? I think that's it, man. You got anything else?
I think we're good, man.
Cool. Well, thanks for everybody being on again, and we'll try and do it again next week.
Yep. We'll see y'all next week.
Cool. Thanks.
All right. Later.
This is Parrish Randall, and this concludes this episode of Beyond the Smoke. Thanks for stopping by, friend. We hope to see you again real soon. Until next time, happy trails. Until we talk meat again.